Jeff the Landshark has taken the Marvel community and the gaming community by storm, and in today's video we draw the adorable character in 4 different styles. And for the first section, we're going to start off with the realistic side. Jeff made his Marvel debut in 2019's West Coast Adventures issue number 7. She was adopted by Gwenpool and ultimately named Jeff, and unlike a lot of the other characters that she's adopted, this Jeff stayed the test of time. There is something incredibly unique about Jeff that seems to allure a lot of people, and I think I might know what it is. He has a very Stitch-like quality to him, and I'm not just talking about the fact that he's blue and the fact that he's really adorable, but those are very definable characteristics of Stitch, and he's not just a sidekick. He is a little bit more than that, so a lot of people seem to identify really well with him, and that's why he's become, in Marvel Snap and in Marvel Rivals, one of the biggest characters that people have fallen in love with. Now let's talk about the drawing itself for a moment. With Jeff being a shark, there are certain qualities that you have to add to the outside skin. Sharks have a really rough sandpaper-like texture to it, but it's also very smooth in the water. So I wanted to enhance both of those qualities. I wanted it to feel very rough, but I also wanted to look very smooth and porous. So I actually allowed the grain of the paper to show through a lot more. I didn't blend it out as much with markers. I did do a little bit of stippling, but I also wanted the eye to look just right, because sharks have these really pungent dark eyes. They're almost soulless, but puppy dog at the same time, if that makes any sense. Now, in case you're wondering why I didn't make Jeff look completely like a real-life shark, I think that would actually make the horror section that you're going to see later in the video, and I think you're absolutely going to love the horror section, I think it would make the horror section look a little bit weird, because then it would be 2 realistic style sharks. So what I wanted to do was pay an homage to the Marvel style in the games, but blend it out a little bit more and give it a little bit more 3-dimensionality to it. Up next we have the cracked effect, and many people have actually really loved the cracked effects across all of my Inside Out characters, so I decided to bring it back. For those of you who are seeing this effect for the first time, I just want to let you know that this effect is basically to try to make it look like a piece of broken stone. I really want it to look like as if somebody just chipped away at a statue version of Jeff, and you're kind of getting the holes through him. One way we achieve this is by squiggling out a little blocked out section that's going to be missing, and then coloring everything in pretty much how you color in a realistic or an illustrative way, and then we're going to add some nice little fine spider webs at the end, all branching out in different directions to emulate the cracked effect. For our third part, we have the anime section, and for this section I decided to do more of a chibi style. I actually made him look like a little boy, and I chose to do this because I thought it was going to enhance the more adorable nature, especially when we take it in juxtaposition to what we see as the very horrific nature that's going to come up next. I wanted to really emphasize the adorable nature of the character, give him a little trench coat / pajamas, and then just give him almost like a pajama bottom costume of a shark fin attached. I really thought that this would be a cute way to emulate the anime style without making it look like Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, etc. And he already had a very anime feel and a very similar cellular animation to him, so I wanted to just change it up and make it something completely different. Now we're up for the horror effect, and I will give those a quick warning that this might be a little bit more graphic than some of the other drawings that you've seen me do in the past, so this is your quick warning. For now, we're going to transform Jeff, the cute, cuddly little character, into something a little dark and a little twisted. Of all of the most recent 4 different style drawings that I've done, this section is probably up there with one of my favorites that I've done. I took a lot of time to add all the little subtle details to give it the flesh-like texture, but I also wanted to have it really bony and zombified. I kept the tongue pretty simple just for cohesion's sake with the realistic side, but I really wanted the teeth to feel like they've been pulled back, that the skin is pulled tight to the bones. I really wanted to have that zombie feel, and we do gently build up in layers here. We will constantly be bouncing back and forth to different areas, and this is a really good tip for all young artists. It is okay to not just work one section to the bone, no pun intended. You really want to actually work across your entire area. Build up your layers, and then take a moment, step back, and then go back in and work your other areas all over again. This will help you to see things that you might not have seen that were wrong, maybe with the value or shading, lights, etc. I must have taken about 15 minutes adding all these nice little stipples, and this is just all those little textured skin effects that I worked with paint markers and alcohol markers layering on top of each other. Then I just exposed a little fleshiness here, and now I'm working with my ink pen to bring out all those beautiful gray shadows over the top to really emphasize the three-dimensionality of the character, really make it feel like those bones are just pressing against the skin, those teeth are just jumping out. And then I wanted to add, of course, a little bit of blood effect. And we're complete. Let me know what you guys think. What's your favorite section? Let me know in the comments. Thank you all so much for stopping by. If you love this piece and want to see more pieces, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you all in the next video.